Friends, in this video, I am going to discuss the most important ways to improve your teaching. I would quote John Dewey, a great educational psychologist. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. I shall discuss the ways of improving our teaching one by one. Number one, connectedness between the teacher and the students. A lack of connectedness between the teacher and students can manifest in various ways, leading to negative impact on student learning, engagement, and overall being. This can stem from factors like a teacher's inability to connect individual student needs, a lack of empathy, or even burnout. Conversely, strong positive teacher-student relationship can foster motivation, engagement, and expected academic outcomes at higher levels of learning. No significant learning occurs without a significant relationship, by Dr. James Comer. Number two, mastery of subject knowledge. A lack of mastery of subject knowledge among teachers can negatively impact student learning and overall educational outcomes. This can arise from various factors, including inadequate pre-service training, under-resourced schools or colleges, or being assigned to teach subjects outside of a teacher's expertise. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, including robust teacher training programs, ongoing professional development opportunities, and policies that support teachers in maintaining and updating their subject matter knowledge. Number three, mastery of pedagogy. A lack of mastery in pedagogy, the art and science of teaching, can negatively impact a teacher's effectiveness and students' learning. Teachers need to understand how students learn, adapt their teaching methods, and effectively assess students' understanding. This knowledge, often referred to as pedagogical content knowledge, is crucial for creating engaging and effective learning experiences among students. Number four, communication skills. Lack of communication skills among teachers can hinder effective teaching and learning, impacting student engagement, motivation, and academic progress. As I discussed in my earlier video, understanding the diverse learners, clarity of thought process, active listening, command on language, and use of concise language, and effective questioning are some of the important communication skills. Number five, please do not turn classes into PowerPoint shows. It has become common for teachers to put their lecture notes into PowerPoint and to spend their class time mainly droning through the slides without any interaction or active participation of the students in the learning process. Classes like that are generally a waste of time for everyone. Such classes are exercises in boredom. The students have little incentive to show up and many do not. Then 6, provide a variety of instruction. Non-stop lecturing produces very little learning. But if good teachers never lectured, they could not motivate students by occasionally sharing their experience and wisdom. Pure PowerPoint shows are ineffective, and so are lectures with no visual content, schematics, diagrams, animations, photos, video clips, etc. Individual student assignments alone would not teach students the critical skills of teamwork, leadership, and conflict management they will need to succeed as professionals. But team assignments alone would not promote the equally important trait of independent learning. Therefore, effective instruction mixes things up: board work, multimedia, storytelling, discussion, activities, individual assignments, and group work. The more variety you build in, the more effective the class is likely to be. Number 7, diagnostic or pre-instruction assessment. It is important for the teacher to know the prerequisite knowledge of the students necessary to understand the present course content. For that purpose, the teacher has to conduct a written test on the basics of prerequisite knowledge for the present course. Then he or she can fill the gaps by reviewing the first 2 or 3 classes and then proceed to the instruction of the present course. Number 8, continuous feedback of students' learning, which we also call it formative assessment. Its goal is to monitor students' learning in order to provide ongoing feedback. This feedback enables instructors to improve their teaching and students to improve their learning. The teachers must reflect upon the appropriateness of the teaching and assessment methods used and try to improve upon those on a continuous basis. Number 9, teaching with clear intended learning outcomes, ILOs. Using clear intended learning outcomes ensures that instruction is purposeful and effective, guiding both teachers and students towards achieving specific, measurable learning outcomes by students. By defining clear ILOs, educators can align their teaching, learning activities, and assessments to facilitate students' learning and ensure that students can demonstrate what they have learned. Teachers have to prepare the learning outcomes for every unit of a course and also prepare the teaching plan for the unit based on the ILOs. For every class session also, the ILOs have to be prepared by the teacher and the instruction must be tailored to achieve the ILOs. Active learning strategies and appropriate assessments must be included in the teaching plans. Then number 10, appropriate teaching methodology, lecture notes and assignments for every batch of students afresh. Using the same lecture notes and teaching methodology across different student batches is not at all correct. It is important to acknowledge that students learn differently and a one-size-fits-all approach may not cater to all learning styles and needs. Teachers should consider incorporating diverse teaching strategies and tailoring materials to better engage students and address individual learning gaps necessarily for every batch of students afresh. I quote here again John Dewey, if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we rob them of tomorrow. Number 11, asking questions with time for reflection for students to answer. Asking questions in a rushed manner without providing students sufficient time for reflection can hinder deeper learning and engagement. To ensure that students have adequate time to process and formulate thoughtful responses, teachers should implement strategies like structured wait time, encouraging students to self-reflect, and providing opportunities for collaborative discussions. Number 12, adequate student engagement in learning outside the classroom. There can be a variety of ways like mini projects, major projects, individual and group wise, assignments based on real world problems and case studies, term paper, preparing technical reports, preparing for student seminars with appropriate visualize, etc. Only with adequate student engagement in learning outside the classroom, the intended learning outcomes can be achieved. Number 13, addressing the needs of the diverse learners. Teaching is not one size fits all. Teaching has to address the needs of diverse learners by employing more than one active learning strategy and promoting collaboration and teamwork. Number 14, guidance, counseling, and mentoring of students. Guidance, counseling, and mentoring are distinct but interconnected services that support students' learning and development. Guidance focuses on providing information and resources to help students navigate their educational journey, while counseling offers professional support to address personal and emotional challenges. Mentoring involves a relationship where the teacher provides guidance and support over a period of time. Every teacher must engage himself or herself in providing support to students through guidance, counseling, and mentoring in both structured and unstructured ways. 15. Aptitude to learn and be innovative in teaching. Very important, sir. Aptitude to learn and be innovative in teaching learning process refers to a natural talent or inclination towards both learning and adapting innovative teaching methods. This encompasses a willingness to embrace new strategies, technologies, and approaches to make learning more engaging and effective for students. It also involves understanding different learning styles of the students and tailoring instruction accordingly. It is necessary that teachers must have aptitude to learn and be innovative in teaching, which lead to creativity and spontaneity in teaching. Conclusion: good teaching is possible with continuous improvement. I discussed quite a few ways of improving one's teaching. With your own expertise and passion for teaching, you can explore and discover many more new teaching methods and approaches. That is important, sir. With innovative teaching methods, you will enjoy teaching and your students will enjoy learning. As you update yourself on continuous basis, you can continue teaching throughout your life and mentor generations of students and teachers as well. That will give a great meaning and significance to one's life. Thank you very much.